Get the money. Money. We want the money. Money. Get the money. Money. We want the money. Money. Get the money. Money. Who wants some money? Money. Get the money. Money. Get the money. You must agree. We will give them money. You will see. No matter who you are. You must agree. We will give them money. Guaranteed. Get the money, 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 get the money.
Out a film that also we've seen you in very recently, Glengarry Glen Ross. I think it's a terrific play. And again, was it because it was a terrific play and terrific part, and you'd seen the play presumably?
I was offered the play actually first in New York City. David Mamet offered me the part, and I was unable to play it because I was coming here in London to do American Buffalo. So I always wanted to play it, and then I saw the production, thought it was terrific part, and Tony Montana was really terrific in the part. And then I went on, and then this movie idea came to someone, and I believe Jerry Tukowski, producer, offered me the movie. And then it was a matter of casting it and getting the right director. And because it's a certain kind of movie, it's not a, it's not the kind of, it's a play really. And when you're moving a play and making it a movie, and sometimes the transitions work marvelously, like in The Dresser, for instance, or other plays that I've seen that have been movies. And sometimes they don't quite connect. So this, especially this, because this was really pretty much verbatim what the play was. So it was important to find a cast and a director that could make that transition.
A hell of a cast. I mean, there's Alec Baldwin and Alan Arkin, you, Jack Lemmon. I imagine you didn't all go play for your full fees, otherwise they could never have got it on screen.
No, you couldn't. No. So everybody took a really major reduction in salary, and so we worked it together like it was a play, as if it were a play. And we spent the 2.5 weeks rehearsal, and then we shot it like a play in order.
Please don't leave. I'm going to talk to you. What's your name?
Are you talking to me?
That's right.
My name is Richard Roma.
Fuck you. That's my name. Thank you. Welcome to the after party.
he called Joe. He called him. He said it was played by Tony Montana.
Yeah, no, that was the name of your character, man. The man's name is Joe Montana.
Joe Montana, more like Tony Montana. Joe
Yeah.
He was in Godfather 3 too.
There's no such thing.
True.
Never happened.
I thought he was in the Denver Broncos.
Just gonna ignore the Gaga little monsters and there's already so much discourse about Margot's Harley, Lady Gaga's Harley, and I'm gonna stay out of it.
Okay.
I'm sure that's gonna be hard for you.
I know, because
Thank you for your service.
Guys, don't be like this. Don't be assholes.
It's gonna be as hard as me not making Austin Powers impressions.
Yeah, now that I said I don't want to hear it, it's all you can think about. But I do like. I mean, the. By the way, folks, in case you wonder what the hell we're talking about, as per normal, like the idea of like the, do I make you horny, baby? Like if you'd like the idea of like doing Austin Powers lines
like
as
Sean
another
Connery.
actor.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I mean, like I do not.
I
Do
am
I
explaining-
make you horny, baby?
I'm explaining the bit. I'm not trying to like do it. I'm saying, and then like Austin Powers lines, but like Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross.
He goes, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you do. But I have one question. Do I make you horny? Do I make you
Just sounds nefarious.
Do I make you Randy?
Anyway, yes, that's what you missed, dear listeners. Between the main show and this show,
In as much as you can miss me with that.
I will find you. I will find you. And I will make you horny.
Very bedroom.
just like how Ron Livingston's character in Office Space wasn't missing work either. Same way. I wouldn't say I've been missing it, but
He did seem to have he was just too busy listening to Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster.
Dude, by the way, that the Loudermilk, the Ron Livingston show,
Yes.
so good.
Really?
I had no idea that it's so darkly funny.
What's it about?
It's he's a drunk. He's in recovery. He leads a AA group, and he's like a cynical fuck who used to be a music critic, and everybody. It's a great ensemble. It's fucking Brian Regan has like a 3-episode arc that's like, oh my god, this man can't fucking act. Holy shit! It's amazing. Yeah, no, it's. I was like, Loudermilk, that's a dumb name. I'm not gonna watch that. And then I was like, oh, Office Space Bros in that, because I know him from Band of Brothers and Office Space and literally nothing else.
Well, those are two good things to know him from. He's also in Sex and the City for a really long period of time, but not his best work by far.
Never saw it. Yeah, I never saw it.
You can see him play the dad in Sitting in Bars with Cake, which is a very sad movie, but very sweet.
So I recommend the television show Loudermilk that's streaming on I think Netflix or something now.
Yeah, it's Netflix. I will check that out.
It's a lot of really good performances in it.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So are we gonna watch that trailer right at the top? We're just gonna dive right into it because I'm kind of edged to see it. I want to see what's going on. What is Lady Gaga doing?
Oh, what is she
Not
doing?
controlling her damn fan base, that's for sure. Anyway,
Run free.
Wow, I
Does
thought
anyone really-
you're doing a great job of holding yourself back.
Does anybody control their fan base though? Like, I never got that about like fandoms.
Have you been to a Tool concert? No.
Don't intend to.
Tool puts on a good. Come on, don't be.
Yeah, I like
No,
it.
Come on.
so it looks like she's not a psychiatrist; she's a patient in Arkham.
Yeah, that would be an interesting.
Yeah.
that would be an interesting retcon of the character, to be sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to have to retcon aspects of it because you never really like. I feel like everybody wants to take their own flavor on it. Nobody really wants to see a hard adaptation in something like that. But
Especially with the abusiveness of their relationship and how it's been,
Mhm.
all that's been glossed over. But this
He's
should be
gonna
an
get-
interesting
he's gonna
interpretation of
get
that
canceled
relationship.
For not
Yeah.
being, he's gonna be canceled for not being an incel anymore. Everyone that watched the first movie,
Yeah.
and related to
Yeah.
it, they're gonna be like,
Ain't alone
"Now he's
anymore.
having sex." I'm out.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Well,
Everybody
unless
betrays
at the
you.
end they reveal that she's just a sock, then it's like
Or a
oh,
figment
the
of his
innocence the
imagination. Because I saw people actually filming like the last like musical number, and she does this like and all these cops come after him, and they're like rushing past her, and I'm like, why are they getting her? I'm like, is she just gonna be a
Oh.
figment of his imagination like Zazie Beetz was in
Wow.
the first movie?
Oh,
it's
or
because
like
of Misandry.
the Rabbit and Harvey.
Everybody-
Remake Joker, but everyone will Joaquin Phoenix as Muppets.
It's because of
Yeah.
Misandry. Everybody hates men now.
Well-
The most persecuted thing you can be is a straight white man like Joaquin Phoenix.
This is true. We learned that very much from Glengarry Glen Ross. Christina, what version of the relationship do you want to be shown?
Well, as someone who stands Harley and Ivy, but I mean, they really tried to make Joker and Harley's relationship more complex and less abusive and certain. I mean, that's why they tried to do that with Suicide Squad at first. But in some of the deleted scenes, you actually show that was actually abusive towards her.
Yeah.
But they changed all that for this.
Hmm.
But yeah, so how this would, I don't think Gaga would approve of like an abusive type
No,
of relationship.
no. And I think that that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how
Crazy
you would
match
portray
making.
that in a way that would work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Without that being
I
the core
definitely,
product.
I definitely
Like-
wouldn't have let Jared Leto get abusive and method.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Margot
"What?
Robbie.
I beat
Get a
up
job.
woman."
Stay away from her.
The problem too is like you really like what works in the of her story is the arcs that you got in the comics. Like you saw the abusive relationship, you saw
Yeah.
her come out of it, you saw her and Ivy kind of discover their relationship, there's this natural evolution from point A to point B to point C. And like the problem with the movies is that movies are only going to take one story and try to tell that, and wildly successes, if it's good or not. I mean, like the comic book that Black Adam's based on is really good. Black Adam, it's
Happens a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
Why has it got to be a Black Adam?
Yeah, this is like every time I
He's
hear,
not even black.
every time I hear
Whoa.
Black Adam, I'm like, that seems like you're really pushing it with a superhero name.
But the problem too is it's like also like with Black Adam is a good juxtaposition is that here you have like a great comic, but it works because of the context of all the other comics around it. Like
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
before,
It's
what
hard to
came
take it
after.
out of that.
And-
Well,
yeah,
they
and-
had
you're
the
trying to explain who it is. You're like, it's Adam. You're like, which Adam? And he's like, Adam. Adam.
African American Adam.
Yeah, he sits next to Josh on the sales floor. That Adam?
Oh, you mean Black Adam? Oh, okay.
I just know. I just know for a fact that all the people who were like, well, Harley Quinn's Suicide Squad look is so popular. I'm like, it's
Dumb.
not that
So
like
dumb.
sexy cosplay is popular for women. It was popular for couples to do together as Joker and Harley.
Oh.
So everyone's like,
some of them were
some of the worst people ever. Right?
some of them
Yeah,
were
and that-
like heroin addicts that really should not have been in a relationship.
yeah, like
We
so
got
so many
that
guys. I mean, there was so much Harley Quinn discourse like a few weeks ago, and all the guys were like, "Well, her first look at Suicide Squad was very popular among girls." I'm like, "Yeah, girls who were in relationships with pieces of shit." Like,
My
They
favorite
did that.
Suicide Squad discourse is when we did Birds of Prey on this show, which people can go back
Yes.
to and listen to.
You should,
That was a good
yeah.
episode.
yeah, great
I-
stuff.
Quick
But I
question.
feel like
though.
there's going to be more
We're like birds
more
of Jay.
couples. Because
Got
I'm going
him.
to do a Gaga Harley cosplay because those are not that expensive. Thank God, they're like $50. But
Well,
I feel like
do you want to make
there's gonna
sure
be
the movie's
couples-
good first, or no?
I know the
The
movie's gonna be
costume
good.
is great. I mean, look at that. That's stylized as fuck.
I mean, the
It's
costume
red.
looks
I love
cool.
it.
It's very,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
very
not-
kind of like
Christina
Again,
makes up her mind
people-
about certain movies before she sees them.
yeah, and,
I-
and I'm always right.
I'm also curious. So, you guys are talking about a better film that might exist in this story where we see her and Ivy get together. Would you keep Lady Gaga and cast? Who would you cast for Ivy?
Karen
Would you go
Gillan. Thank
back?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
Karen
Margot
Pigeon.
Robbie's Harley.
Karen
I
said-
feel like Christina.
Look, I don't care who it's with. I just want to see it. He deserves a good
Yeah,
role.
just be-
She's a great actress.
Yes, she
Yeah.
does deserve a good role.
I mean, Nebula's great, but it's like she does this talking husky voice. Like it's sort of there's
yeah,
not a
there's
lot
no
of
like
right
reason
just
to-
this.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she deserves better than what she gets. That's what I gotta say. Yeah,
Yes.
Karen Gillan. And
And,
she'd be a
like
fantastic Poison Ivy.
Oculus. By the way, Oculus was a great performance, not a great movie. It was
She
good.
did the what was the movie with homie from Breaking Bad? Shit, fucking
Paul something.
Duel. That was good. It wasn't amazing, but that was
Oh,
Riley.
Yeah,
That was a Riley Stearns movie who did Art of
Yeah.
Defense and
Yeah.
oh god, the really good Mary Elizabeth Winstead movie about the cults.
Mhm.
She's a good actress. I mean,
No, she just doesn't get material worthy of her skills.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about another one, just like like half the joke of those Jumanji sequels is that with her is that like she's a completely objectified female character, but in the process of it, she's being a completely objectified female character.
Yeah,
But they're making fun of it at the same time, which is sort of like, all right.
They're gonna cast like Amy Adams as Poison Ivy.
Look, Amy Adams is fucking queen, man. She's a badass. Like I have nothing
But
against
she's
Amy
already
Adams. We
Lois
talked
Lane,
about that
right?
on Rival.
That's confusing.
And there's a point at which you could just go and get. You could get Uma Thurman again and just be like,
Yeah.
sure, still
Jessica
fine.
Chastain.
Ooh.
Her Lady
Or you
Gaga
just
would be
find someone
unstoppable.
You take it a completely different
Yeah.
direction. Make them
I would
all
like
Poison
that.
Ivy.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Make them,
Who
you can make
knows?
them,
The sex of this movie she might get her own spin-off movie. Who knows? I mean, they're really. I mean, that's the beauty about what Warner Brothers is doing with DC. They're like, yeah, we got the mainstream DCU, but we also got Elseworlds and people doing their thing, and it's experimental and pretty good and more dark and gritty and intimate. So it's like, yeah, I'm all for that.
I heard there was an Elseworld that Liam Neeson was Austin Powers. Actually,
I
I
can't.
do want to see him in the Naked Gun movies.
he's gonna be good
Yeah.
in the Naked Gun.
Because he's funny. People don't think he's funny. He did like,
Very,
hello,
very
I'm serious. He did like this thing
Look
where
at
like
Darkman.
Irish.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Darkman's amazing, and like it was, and it's a
Dark-
very,
Dark
very
Man versus,
funny movie.
versus Black Adam.
I was going to say, don't you mean
Yeah.
Black?
Yeah.
Have you seen Darkman's TV edit?
You know the super. The
Dark one. He's really dark.
Dark
He
Man.
did like a sketch where he's like, "Hello, I'm serious Irish actor Liam Neeson. For far too long, Americans have mispronounced Irish names. It's
Yes.
Cillian Murphy, not Cillian. See you later, Murphy." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, that was very cute.
Christopher
too.
Nolan.
Did you see, the TV edit for Darkman? Back whenever they made TV edits. The one scene stuck out in my head because the line in the movie is him saying to Francis McDormand, "Take the fucking elephant."
Oh,
You know,
that's right. At the midway, the fair.
Yeah, and so
That's
the,
where you see like, oh, this guy's fucking not all there, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking...
So the TV edit's even funnier because they change it to "Take the fuzzy elephant."
By the way, Frances McDormand got to be like the sexy leading lady in that,
Yes,
and that was great. She was
Yeah.
awesome at it. It's maybe the
And
only
it-
time she ever got to do that.
And if you ever want to see like you want more Sam Raimi Spider-Man, well, guess what? He did another superhero movie before Spider-Man, and it's Darkman.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Darkman rips. I mean, some of the special effects are like of their time, but he was
Yeah.
fucking great in that movie. Like, I mean, like like I love almost every Sam Raimi movie, but that's the one that never gets its due, frankly.
No, it's just so much fun, and it's just like this is what a superhero movie should
And it's
be.
Liam Neeson. And it's like not super serious. I mean, he's in his way, but it's like over the top. But
Yeah,
The fact that him and the Coen brothers all lived together at a period of time blows my
Isn't that crazy?
fucking mind.
yeah,
I don't know how to handle that information.
What were those evenings like? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no wonder Francis was in his shit. Like, makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've said this before, but like with the Joker movie, that there's so many different versions of Harley Quinn out at the same time. She's become like the DC Spider-Man because there's so many different Spider-Man movies and like different interpretations, whether they're animated, live action, TV shows, or streaming
Yeah,
shows.
they don't really like have it.
We're
at the same-
good.
Well, I guess the TV show one and the other one, but I feel like they've done a good job like spacing out the Spider-Mans a little bit each time. Like
Yeah, but I mean, not with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man came so soon after
I hadn't
Sam
seen any of
Raimi's
those.
Spider-Man. Like
I need to
5
get the
years later.
Spider-Verse cartoon in between all of this too.
I've seen, I've
Which are
seen
great.
I've
Probably the
seen-
best of all of them.
I've seen
Yeah.
most of like the Tom Holland ones, and I've seen the Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire ones. I did not watch the Andrew Garfield ones.
Andrew, he got it. Was they're not too bad. He's the cutest one,
fine.
obviously.
What an endorsement. They're not too bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like it retreads. The first one retreads everything that Sam Raimi did in the first movie. The first Spider-Man movie. So it's like
That's why I
it's
got so
kind of-
mad. I'm like, I don't need to see another Spider-Man in fucking high school ever.
And
Again,
the villains
thank
are
you.
not that, like.
And then the
okay,
second
but-
one was just a hot mess.
Yeah.
With Jamie Foxx as Electro.
That's why I like they corrected him and made him look cool in like No Way Home because like
Jamie Foxx, you mean Black Adam?
seeing Spider-Man No Way Home in the theater when it opened was an experience because everyone was like, "Oh, they're not coming back," and I'm like, "Zendaya's falling in the trailer like Emma Stone did. You don't think Andrew Garfield's coming back? Like, come on!" And everyone's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Told y'all!" Like, it was fun, like seeing some of those like Avengers type films like the first time when like Endgame and
Well,
Infinity War and
I
No
can't
Way
even
Home.
tell you how astounding it was. That first of all, they let Sam Raimi do Spider-Man first. Like how like
the first
astounding
movie I
that
ever
was.
saw when I was a kid.
That
Yeah.
makes me feel really bad and old. But when it happened,
I'm
it was
8.
like, holy shit, they let Sam Raimi made a Spider-Man movie, and also there's finally gonna be a Spider-Man movie because James Cameron was talking about it for forever. So many people
Yes.
were like trying to do
Well,
it for
It
forever.
was going on for so long. When I was in high school, I got to ask Stan Lee about playing Jonah Jameson, and he's like, listen, kid, I've aged out of it. I can't play Jonah Jameson anymore. In the early 90s.
Right. No, it was crazy to think about, like, the idea that you could make, other than Batman, which was like a minor miracle that it happened. Like, the idea that you could make a superhero movie was like a concept that people couldn't even grasp.
Yeah. I mean, we had Christopher Reeve's Superman, but other than that, it really
That was
wasn't.
100,000 years. That was like early 80s. Nobody was thinking about it. The problem with that is, as much as I actually like the Donner Superman, like, the later stuff like is so
Yeah, jump the
horrible.
shark.
Like,
It
people
is
like were
very-
like, let's just whistle past the graveyard on this. So the Burton Batman and Batman 2 were like, just, it was crazy to think about, like, well, Batman works, but literally nothing else will ever work. That's why they couldn't get Spider-Man made. And so the Raimi Spider-Man, because again, Raimi uses this very propulsive visual style, like the fucking Evil Dead style, like, holy
That's
shit,
why I
this is
like.
in, like,
That's why I like Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, like being like, but seeing it before there's like the domination of the MCU as a cultural property, just like, it felt like, do they know that they did this?
Yeah, it
do
felt
they
like
know that
we-
this happened?
It felt like when you heard that Peter Jackson was going to do Lord of the Rings, and you're like, that guy, really?
Have you seen Brain Dead? Have you
Yeah.
seen fucking
I mean, I love
like
him, but
Bad
you should
Taste?
give him something so
Right now?
big, like Spider-Man
Yeah.
for Raimi. Yeah, and yet
Yeah.
they pull it through. So it is a little bit like, did you talk to him first?
Yeah, do you know? Have you seen it?
Have you seen his other
films? yeah.
You know,
I
I mean, I
mean-
thought like the only superhero movie that we were ever going to get from Raimi was going to be Darkman, and then
Yeah,
we
same.
got 2 Spider-Man movies.
Yes, two. What people say it's the third one? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I never heard of it.
But
By the way,
it's
we forgot to mention Meet the Feebles.
Meet the Feebles, of course. But it's like these guys
like
are
what's
really great directors on a shoestring budget. So once they do get these kind of massive budgets, it's not surprising that they can pull it together quite well.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're used to working with like fuck all.
Fuck off. Exactly. You should give them tools. They can make some serious shit.
Discount Seth Rogen. Not to mention Iron Man's directed by the guy who directed Elf and Zathura.
Yeah,
Look,
and this
Zathura.
and I have something to say about that because so many young folks think that the entire like Marvel Cinematic Universe up until like Endgame was phenomenal, all were hits. I'm like, it took until like Civil War or the Winter Soldier for them to really get a formula that worked. Because then after that, most of the movies ended up being more critically acclaimed. I mean,
Right.
a lot of young people think, "Oh, Marvel's dead." I'm like, whatever. It's just COVID really pushed
Like-
everything.
Just
Yeah,
You,
They
you
lo-
don't
they lost
remember
their
the
way.
90s, obviously.
Yeah.
Like y'all
But they-
need to go back and watch Steel. Like
Yeah, Steel, Jesus Christ. No, but like the fact that like Moorhead and Benson, right? They did Loki season 2 and like the more interesting parts of the Moon Knight, all the
Oh,
stuff that's
that
kind of
was
daring.
good.
It's like no, like all of those lo-fi sci-fi movies that Moorhead and Benson have made, like Coherence and not Synchronicity, that's a police record, but Synchronic, Something in the Dirt. Like they do these incredible movies on budgets of fucking nothing. And so it sucks that like they're not only the only way that they can like work in this bigger field is to like basically work on established intellectual property.
IP, yeah.
But look, that second season of Loki, it's like the best season of Doctor Who I ever saw. It's awesome. Like, and I don't know if it's they're like, look, we just need like a season of content, or whatever. I don't know. I can't speak to any of that, but like there is cool stuff that they're doing. The problem is everyone's fucking tired of it. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of talking about it. Why am I talking about it now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you.
we're all passionate about it.
Because like it's enough. There should be like 3 years without any of these fucking movies. After that,
And
they
that's the
fucked
problem.
up Ant-Man. Ant-Man was small stakes. Literally small stakes. And
Yeah,
they fucked it up. Why are you
Nick Khan
introducing
in there was
multiversal characters in Ant-Man?
Yeah, and also
What's
too,
wrong
like a
with
lot
you?
of people don't understand. We have like 1 or 2 Marvel movies per year. Like we had the summer blockbuster and maybe one that came out like in December
Yeah.
for like CGI visual effect Oscar bait, whatever. But now it's like we have like 5 of them a year because COVID really like interfered with the plan. But I'm like, they need to like take a step back. Maybe that's why I'm excited for James Gunn with the DC stuff because he's taking his time writing, filming because everyone keeps asking him like, "Is this done? Is this done?" He's like, "No, it's not done yet. Give it a few years, guys. We're gonna slowly but surely build off of a universe." And we all know James
you
Gunn
need
is
to
good at
wash the
making
taste out of your mouth of the last crap that they
Exactly.
Well, it feels a lot like anime, where there's such a wide amount of it that it's very hard to get at the good stuff. And the core group of fans is like, no, there still really is amazing content, and everyone else is like, I'm lost in this sea of choices, and I don't even want to pick anymore because everything is too much.
Well, that goes back to what we talked about on Birds of Prey and also in the Suicide Squad, right? Of like how those are the two best DC movies, but they were the ones that did something different, both of them.
Yeah, they didn't have really Zack Snyder's involvement, so
well, yeah, that too. But like, I think also, you know, like it's at the point that people are just tired of the bad CGI and fucking they're introducing
it's just a rush.
Wingnut McGillicuddy on this one. Oh, great! I can't wait.
Yeah.
I didn't
Especially
even finish Secret Wars.
I feel like a gauge of this kind of stuff because it has to be such a good fucking superhero movie for me even to want to like bother to see it.
Exactly.
Yes,
we know, Forrest. We know.
It's not my thing. I just let you guys talk for fucking half an hour about it. Didn't say shit about it because I'm bored of hearing about it.
It's more like 10 minutes, but
yeah.
Especially when you have movies like Dune coming out, like where the FX are so good in Dune.
Yeah.
You want to talk
speaking
about
of
that?
Dune, it's gonna be released on like digital in a few days, and I'm like, what? I feel bad for that dude who's seen Dune like 167 times and knows the entire script. I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for him now because he's not gonna be able to see it in the theater for anymore.
Can I just say,
gave him free shit? Had I known, I should have kept track of how many times I saw Barbie because I wanted free shit. Like,
yeah,
for
you
seeing
like Zach
Barbie
Marsh
so
with
much.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Being your 30th time of
I don't
seeing
think
it.
they gave him.
maybe
any
you should
free
use your
shit, though.
letterbox more and track that.
I don't think A24 like gives away free. Like, you know what I mean?
They definitely don't. We've tried. No, but that somehow that reminded me. I didn't just watch Loudermilk. I watched RoboDoc, the creation of RoboCop.
Let's talk that.
Holy living mother of fuck, is this shit good? So first of all, as we all know from our classic RoboCop episode, it's one of my favorite movies. I love Paul
It is the best
Verhoeven.
cop movie of all time. It's got everything you want: gratuitous violence.
Some other stuff. No, but like this documentary, anyone with the slightest interest in practical effects, you have to watch this movie because they get into every aspect of everything they did. Because let me give you a sneak peek. There's a scene where like the fucking the mayoral candidate is like holding everyone hostage, and RoboCop comes to get him, and he does infrared, right? Well, think back to when this movie came out. The people doing the effects didn't know that you could actually do infrared, so they painted bodysuits to look like infrared, and they did that like as fucking practical effects and shot it like on the stage. It's fucking insane. And also you get to hear how Paul Verhoeven is history's greatest genius and history's greatest asshole sometimes in the same paragraph. And everybody like hates him, but also they love him, and he wants more blood, always more blood. The I guess the scene where Ed 209
I want more blood.
He's more blood. Lindsay started yelling at one point. Ed 209 shooting that dude in the boardroom apparently still holds a record for the most squibs
No,
in any action scene ever.
I got my husband a t-shirt where they made it so that Ed 209 can get down the stairs because he uses a skateboard, and it says Shred 209.
Oh, fantastic. I cannot, again, even if you're not as passionate about RoboCop maybe as I am, it's like a 4-part documentary series. It's 5 hours, and you're not like, oh, I got to sit through 5 hours. You'll be like, that's it? I want more.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of it's up there. I fucking kid you not, with like Hearts of Darkness, of like, this is one of the best movies about making a film I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Shut your face.
So speaking of making film, are you guys keeping up with the news that like Francis Ford Coppola, David Lynch, and John Waters are like struggling to find financial backers and then distributors for their films? These are directors who should be first in line. The fact that
you would think after
Francis
Twin
Ford
Peaks: The
Coppola-
Return that they would have fucking wised up with Lynch at least, but no.
Yeah. But like,
But I mean,
John Waters is gonna have a movie starring with Aubrey Plaza. I'm like, sign me up. I'm all for it. Like, if I had the money, I'd be
well, no,
that's backing it
that's
myself.
the rumor.
No, it's been
I
confirmed. She confirmed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if
It's just, there's no one to give him the money.
Breaking news.
No one wants to give him the money to make the film.
Rumors
And, like,
confirmed.
With Coppola, studios are like, yeah, but your movie seems too weird and not mainstream enough and not profitable enough. And I'm like, I swear to God, if I hear one, I'm like, what do these people know? It's all about making money for them. But this could be these directors are younger. This could be like some of their last films, especially with Coppola. This could be like his magnum opus. We don't even know. I
He
mean,
sold
how
his
the
whole
hell
winery for it.
the guy, the guy made The Godfather. Like, you're not gonna let him, certain directors should be able to do whatever the fuck they want, especially with Coppola,
And
who's
I mean,
been working on
John
this movie
Waters
for the last
had
century.
John Waters has been complaining about this publicly for a while because he couldn't get any funding for his mid budget films. I mean, they're not low budget films, they're not high budget films, they're mid budget films. He's got a proven track record. He's got a fan base. These are kind of like, no brainers. The studio's probably going to make back just as much money as they put in, if not more. Definitely will turn a profit. So, like, what are they doing? They want to see the returns of like Avatar, and that's the problem.
Also, another
24 do something with with Waters. That would work out perfectly.
Absolutely. And my first thought is possibly the script that they are pitching, because especially a director like John Waters wants to continue to push the envelope, might go beyond what people feel is comfortable to produce risk-wise. It might not even be like this particular director. And then also it might be the contract, because you reach the point in your life where you're Coppola and you're like, I want the contract to be set up this way. And it just maybe the finances push back on them in a way where like, this just isn't a contract people are going to do. I wonder what aspect they might be shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, because you're right. It seems like it's too obvious of a choice to go in on it. There must be something else going on here.
Yeah, some people have commented on I made a TikTok about it, and they're like, "Yeah, someone said that Coppola's defending a pedophile," and I'm like, I don't know anything about that, but like, what?
But Coppola already made it. He already paid to make the movie, right? Like, the movie's done. It's just it needs like a distributor, which is that makes it kind of crazy that he can't find somebody, because I can understand if he needed the financing for it, but he doesn't need financing for it.
But people don't want to tie their name to something that might be like that controversial. They're like, look, that's not what our studio does. Disney's got a morality clause, stuff like that.
Right.
He already has showed it to people though, and it's like I think that the reviews were kind of mixed. Like, people were like, this is like one of the most awesome things I've ever seen.
Well, I'm confused. I don't understand it. Like,
sounds like Beau's afraid, frankly.
Or Saltburn. There's plenty of movies that are
everywhere all once.
widely
Like, people didn't think that would amount to anything, and it became a hit.
Until we told him. We told him.
Yeah, we told him.
But it's like,
get on the winning team, everybody.
It's just crazy that he already did the hard part. He made it. You know what I mean? Like, making it the hard part. Like,
that's why it makes me feel like it's something about the film itself. If you can watch it and know what you're betting on, why wouldn't you bet on it?
Distributors say that it's like it's hard, it's confusing. It's like a David Lynch film, I guess, and they're like, it's not mainstream enough. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Everything I hear about it makes me like it more.
It's not profitable enough. I'm like, it's a Francis Ford Coppola film. Of course it's going to be profitable. We haven't gotten a movie from him in how long?
Yeah, I mean, Hugo made money, didn't it?
They did the same thing with Dev Patel's Monkey Man that we were just talking about being so fantastic. Like, Netflix wanted him to make them a whole movie. He finishes the movie against extreme odds. They decide it's not going to test well in India because India won't let it come out. And they want to push it straight to streaming. And then an individual director has to put his production company behind it to get a global release.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very strange how things get put together.
Yeah, but
Well, it's like
this
if
is already put together. Like, that's what's crazy to me, right? Like, it's already put together, and he just needs distribution, and they're like dragging their feet on that. And that's
exactly what happened to Monkey Man.
Well, and some people just seem to think that art should not challenge.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you see so many actors making their own production companies and producing films. I mean, look at Margot Robbie, Cillian Murphy's doing it now because he's finally taking his film career seriously after Oppenheimer. What?
Any movie where a dude puts on a monkey mask and beats the snot out of people at a ring, I'll watch. Fucking facts.
And you will not.
And it's not even like the third most interesting thing about the movie, but it's fucking rad.
Maybe that's what Coppola needed to add to Megapolis. He has
Get
everything.
Monkey Man in it. No, it's shame.
If Coppola broke his hand
Get
twice
the
while
Monkey
filming
Man in the picture.
They had to
Megalopolis featuring Monkey Man.
Monkopolis.
Monkopolis, we call it. That's a working title. We're gonna workshop it a little bit.
Yeah.
Monkey Man.
I mean, like this is like as if I mean, Scorsese kind of had this struggle, and even Bradley Cooper did with like Kills of the Flower Moon and
I wish he had more
Maestro.
Bradley Cooper.
And Maestro, because they were in the theater for like a minute and then they went straight to streaming because it's like the films were not as profitable as like an Oppenheimer or Barbie or something like that. But it's like you gotta let an audience and we've seen in streaming too, people certain streaming services will promote the hell out of one like Netflix did with Wednesday, even though there were other shows coming streaming at the same time as Wednesday. Those films, those TV shows, those streaming shows did not get as much promotion as Wednesday did. Those ones ended up suffering and getting canceled, but Wednesday is getting renewed. Which I like Wednesday, but like it's not fair to have your favorites if you're gonna have like a streaming platform.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the upshot of like the superhero movies is that they do put so much fucking advertising and stuff behind it, right? Like I feel like I've seen more like ads for superhero movies than anything else. Like if more things that were like art films got that level of fucking distribution and marketing and stuff, like they'd have
look at Godzilla -1. You can't see this on streaming because the stupid second Godzilla versus King Kong movie came out.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
And the first one, I saw it. It was no fucking great work of art. Let's put it that. And I'm a lifelong Godzilla fan, which means that I like to suffer, apparently.
But Dan Stevens' Australian accent was nice, though.
Yeah.
That dude's getting an award because he's starring in this,
for best
the
Australian
Cocoon movie, and Abigail with Melissa Barrera of Scream.
Good day, mate. I'm Dan Stevens.
They handed like the golden croc.
I'm telling you, it's a good time to be alive if you love actors with piercing blue eyes who could do good accent.
He's very cute. You could miss me so hard with Abigail, that movie where the ballerina is a young vampire and they're stuck in like, oh my god.
Oh, they show 100,000 previews for this fucking movie. I'm like, I don't want to see this.
I'm gonna see it because I'm supporting Melissa.
No, I'll support it by not reviewing it.
I'll support it by averting my eyes.
It's from the guys who did Ready or Not, so like I think that was a really good movie.
The Fugees? No, that was the song.
Spoiler alert! I wasn't ready, and I'm still not.
I'm excited for Cuckoo though. That should be good with Hunter Schafer and Dan. That should be really good.
Cuckoo.
Dan Stevens is starting to be a bit of a horror film because he did because he did The Guest, which was a bit of a thriller. He did like
he did I'm Your Man. I mean, that's not a horror movie, but it's
he did like he did that that movie directed by Dave Franco about the Airbnb. He also did
Cabinet
of Curiosity. Cabinet of Secrets.
Cabinet of Curiosity.
Yeah, he did that, and
Kate McCutcheon.
But speaking of RoboDoc, which we were earlier, Peter Weller in the Cosmos episode of that, which The Viewing, which is my favorite of all those, which is pretty good.
And Peter Weller has piercing blue eyes, just like Dan Stevens.
He does have piercing blue eyes.
Also, too, I consider Legion a bit of a horror, especially like if it has horror elements to it. God, I wish
that was so good
much.
when it started. Yeah.
Because Abigail, the one where they trick people into kidnapping the vampire, that's good as hell. Corny is good too.
Yes,
if they go hard camp on it, I think it will be. But also, there's a point at which, like, Marg.
But the thing for me is, why do they have to show that in the preview? I would probably like that movie. I'm like, oh shit, the fucking kid's a vampire. That would have been awesome. Like, but like,
the lead.
They like every preview has to show you the entire fucking plot line now.
That's why I'd like the trailer to Cocoon because we really are kind of ambiguous about
what
what's
are you
really going on.
Cocoon? What are you saying? What
is
Cuckoo?
Cuckoo. Like
cuckoo, cuckoo,
like a clock.
For it.
Yeah,
there's
there's a movie called with Hunter Schafer from Euphoria and Dan Stevens.
From Euphoria, yeah.
That looks interesting because there's really not a whole lot that's being revealed.
Look, if it's, does that have an astonishing talking bird or not? That's all I need to know. Give me the bottom line.
Probably.
Okay.
No. That one, Long Legs, and also Watchers are two other horror movies that have decent trailers that don't tell you too much about them that I think are interesting to come up on.
Yeah.
Horror movies don't work if the trailer tells you everything about them. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's and I've seen a couple of the ones that are like 5 minutes long. They do like the teaser trailer or like the regular trailer. It's like if you show me the things I'm supposed to be scared of, I'm not gonna be scared when I go there.
Look at the trailer for Alien. It's like one of the best of all time, and it tells
That's
you
a good
nothing.
example. Andy, you are right. We watched the same movie. I saw you on Letterboxd talking about The Last Days on Mars, which is a movie that tried to hide the reveal aspect of it, and it's stupid because the reveal is there are zombies on Mars, and it should just be titled "This movie is about zombies on Mars" because it's the only reason you're gonna fucking watch it.
Yeah, because I actually skipped it thinking it was going to be like The Martian or like
me too.
those other like stupid like Mars visiting movies.
I was expecting like
The
Gravity.
Mars Volta on Mars.
And they tried to make it like gratuitous like that, and then it just turns out to be there's zombies on Mars, but I wasn't expecting it. And I kind of enjoyed it.
You could have called the movie "There's Zombies on Mars."
And Liev Schreiber is in it, and he has piercing blue eyes.
It's a thread.
I think it's funny every time like Dan
Well
Stevens or
connected.
Cillian Murphy have to do interviews with women. The first thing they said, "Oh my god, your eyes are so captivating." They have to be like, "Thank you."
I guess that's what do you do? Because you can't be like, my eyes are up here. You're like, no, that's exactly what you're looking at. And yet I'm really
That's
like,
opposite.
My scrotum's down here.
What I like about Dan Stevens though is that his politics are very, very based. I remember one time he did like a drive like like theater drive-in premiere for the movie that was directed by Dave Franco about the Airbnb whatever, and he was wearing a mask. He was the only cast member wearing a mask outside. And I found the photo. I tagged him, uploaded the story, and uploaded it on my Instagram. I'm like, be like that, Dan Stevens. And the next thing I know, he sees my story, and then he posts the photo from my Instagram onto his Instagram. And I was like, man, we got this friendship going. It's great.
So get him on the show.
They
talk about
like,
the guest.
Pretty. I guess it was a couple months ago now, but Hunter Schafer got arrested for being at like a Palestine rally or something, and was, like protesting something, and they arrested her. I saw the video of her being led away in handcuffs.
Yeah, I know some of these actors, man. I mean, that's why I like that Cillian Murphy's wife. If I open up her Instagram account, I'm like, oh my god, it's so much free Palestine and Gaza stuff. I'm
That's
like, yes.
That's why I like these actors, man.
Well, I mean, she's Irish, right?
I get older. It's the same
yeah.
way.
It's just like it'd be weird.
It's natural for Irish to be like just based in their politics.
Yeah. It's like Native Americans and Irish people totally get it. What's happening. I mean, that's a generality right there, and I don't like that. But
Hassan couldn't believe that was Hunter until it made the headlines.
Native Americans and Irish people walk into a bar. What are you gonna say next time about that?
Yeah, they're all.
They say free Palestine.
Yeah,
Irish Adam.
Irish Adam. The Irish were slaves to Adam. He's like, all right, Irish Adam,
settle
calm
down. Settle down.
That tone down.
The Irish aren't white. All right, get out of here, Adam.
No, it's weird. Even though Downton Abbey ended like over a decade ago, people still like shit on Dan Stevens for leaving. Like season 3 as Matthew Crawley. I'm like, he's been in less seasons more than the show's been on. Like, let it go.
Like, that's the official position of the show. Thank you.
I think we all agree with that.
We can all agree.
Yeah. No. I liked him in Eurovision. I thought he was very funny.
Oh my god, I love him and Rachel McAdams. Rachel McAdams really good at being funny.
Yeah,
like, it was
very
funny.
Good.
The Greek statues, they're very dangly. He's like, yeah, they're really Greek statues, and I'm like, oh my god.
Civil War opens this week.
Yeah, I'm not. No, did you hear who they credit and use film from? Like Andy Young, like all those like fascist people that like. They're like, well, they have to credit. I'm like, yeah, but it's still bullshit that they're legitimizing these people who've doxed and harassed so many like anarchists and leftists on Twitter.
Okay, but if you use something, you have to credit them, though.
That's a legal requirement.
So it depends on how it's used.
They should have gotten better. They should have used the other stuff from better people.
Use someone. Oh, okay, so what you're saying?
Yeah, someone else.
Yeah,
like not people who've actually gotten.
I haven't seen it. I'm assuming most people upset about this also haven't seen it.
You can't see it yet. Well, the first previews were yesterday for certain people in certain
Yeah.
areas.
I mean, I think those guys suck. Don't get me wrong, but like
I'm offended ahead of time, and I don't know what we're talking about.
But Conan,
the
I
Civil War
specifically
movie
wanted
where they credit Andy Ngo and all those like Ngo and all those like fascist like people who dox, anarchists and leftists on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they use their footage.
Right.
Yeah, and they gotta give them credit.
But how are they using it? I don't know. I haven't fucking
don't
seen
know.
it. And neither
As
of anyone
examples
else
of
upset
people
about
who
it.
are terrible.
So-
And I'm
But I
offended
did-
already.
I did want to talk to Conan about Civil War because
Yeah.
very, very strangely, a friend brought a friend over from California who was visiting to play tabletop some game with me.
I think I
And
know where
I
this is
asked
going.
her, no, I asked her what she
Oh,
did
you mean
for
that
a
other
living.
country that I don't recognize because it secedes from?
Exactly.
Yeah.
She is in politics
Mhm.
in the Bay Area,
Okay.
and she specialized in African diplomacy and has spent a period of time working in politics in Africa. And I asked her, do you believe if California would get together with Texas as you see in the film Civil War? And she immediately was like, oh my fucking God, yes. This whole system would 100% shoot itself in the foot if they think they could get an inch forward by going with an enemy against
They're gonna get together and then they're gonna create the United States of Africa. Just like
For Black Adam.
Gaddafi.
That's what Irish Adam says anyway.
It's
Yes,
Gaddafi's.
exactly.
It's Gaddafi's dream of the United States of Africa, and that's how we're gonna get the United States of Africa.
But y'all know Tim Pool wants that Civil War so badly. But here's what it all comes down to: he wants that Civil War so badly. But is he going to be out there? No, he's not. He's going to be locked up in his skate park.
No one that ever says
the movie?
nobody that ever says they want a Civil War is going to be
fight.
any of the people out
Yeah.
there on the Civil
No, of
War.
course not.
Like it's always like internet personalities. It's like, dude, you don't.
Oh
even
my
leave
God,
your
Civil War's
house
coming
now. Like
So about the movie Civil War, what I fear and is possibly true is it's just going to be mid. It's just going to be like whatever.
Yeah.
The discourse and think pieces will be endless. It will start
Yes.
cycle after cycle of people
I'm already
discussing
hearing
this.
that it's a centrist wet dream, and I'm like, well, that's wonderful to know. Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, like, other than Men, which I didn't love, I didn't dislike it, I just didn't love it. Like, I've really liked everything else Garland's done.
I think
this is true.
I think that they should create the United States of Africa, and then everyone will be like, "Whoa, this is crazy."
We're not a
Like,
racist
you know what?
nation.
They're gonna be like, "Goodbye, America. Hello, United States of Africa."
Shut the
Did
fuck
you
up,
guys-
Bald Adam.
Comedy and free. If we just keep pushing the joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I
Just
think
keep
I think
repeating it. It'll be funny eventually.
the third time around, the sixth time, the ninth, and the 12th.
45th.
I think it's worth watching though because you're right. Garland doesn't usually dick around.
And he also said that he's out of the game for directing. He's going to keep writing films, but like he's not going to direct films anymore.
That's a lying lie from a liar.
You know, if he takes a break, that's fine. Like,
It kind of
maybe-
seems like maybe if everybody claps really hard, Tinkerbell will live kind of situation.
yeah, I think so. I
don't
think
know.
so.
I think that's what Tarantino's gonna do, or come up with an excuse like, franchise films don't count.
He was delaying his last film. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'll do it in a couple years." Like, he doesn't actually want to quit filmmaking. He's realized that he has one last film. So Tarantino just keeps being like, "Oh, just give me 2." I live in Israel now, so it takes me a while to get over here.
If he switches to TV, like I wouldn't be mad. Like let him explore another medium.
And if Garland writes one script and lets
How-
someone
how
else
can we
direct
put-
it
how
and they
can we put,
change it as much as he changes scripts, like I don't know if he'll keep letting people do that.
Well, they're talking about 28 years later with Danny Boyle, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's
With
it. Which
Cillian
I'm
Murphy
like,
producing it and starring it. It's gonna be.
I wouldn't be as into it as Christina, but I would watch that movie. I think that
I do like zombies.
We might
Yeah.
get full frontal in 4K, is all I'm saying, because the quality of the first film fucking sucks.
That's not my priority item, but I understand it is yours. It's fine.
Get those butts in those seats.
Yeah,
28
it's
inches.
4K. You can see
28
every
inches
every
later.
follicle. On,
I wonder if he's gonna
on
have
the
like his hair
scrot.
like cut off too, like in the first one.
The scrotum hair.
28 centimeters later. I don't know how to
It's
look.
a specific desire.
Anyway,
Not my kink, but I'll respect.
don't
Good
you just love when
times.
actors are finally taking their career seriously? I'm so happy for him. Because They're literally, if you look at most of Cillian Murphy's filmography, like on Letterboxd, you'll just see a bunch of women like, it's a thirst watch. It's just a thirst watch. This movie sucks. It's just a thirst watch. And I'm like, yeah.
I see you doing that for sure.
Oh yeah. Mhm, yeah.
I want to see Problemista, and like apparently it's going to be streaming on Apple TV before it'll play in a fucking theater in this state.
What?
But I really want to see it.
Do you
Friend
know
of
the
show,
date?
Katie. Well, I see Apple TV has it fucking listed.
Coming
on there.
soon. They just
Yeah.
keep saying coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might
I'll rent
The
it.
Apple TV near
I
you.
might go see it this weekend with my brother because it's still playing at Upstate Films.
I mean, it's one of the only times that friend of the show and actual friend of mine, Katie Byron, was like, "I want to hear your thoughts on this." I'm like, "What? Really? Oh, okay." So she seems to think I like it. I trust her taste. She's got excellent taste. She worked on it too, but I mean, there's stuff she worked on that she has not been like, "Yeah, you got to see this."
Yeah.
So
I would love to have
It
her
does
on for
look
Don't
really
Worry,
good.
Darling.
we should do that. I would love to. I bet
Yeah.
she'd do it.
Because
Yeah, I'm
if
happy
there's
to
one
if I
thing
haven't
every
seen it.
critic agreed on is that the set design was phenomenal. I'm like, thank you. Someone I knew did that. Give her credit. We gave her an
That's great.
Oscar for it.
We made a fucking fake Oscar for that,
And
for that
engraved
category.
the real, like it looked like it was legit. It like the same. It was it like the same size too, but like made of plastic. or
Yeah,
something
but
like
it was definitely way lighter.
that? Yeah. It ain't 15 pounds or however the the weight of the Oscar is. So
Exactly.
yeah, she deserved it.
We have a new logo. We have a new
Yeah.
logo. Here we go. Hold on.
We're out
There it
here.
is. Doing
We're
too
out here
much.
with living with the Fremen.
Yeah. Living that little Fremen life. YFE.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? What do we got for the rest of the month? We're doing more My Night Extravaganza movies, right?
Yeah, we got
Wolf of Wall
Ben Bates
Street.
coming on for Wolf of Wall Street.
Not buddy.
I gotta eat.
That, yeah, that's
I
Ben
emailed,
Nixon, right?
him to remind him, and then he didn't say anything back. So hopefully,
Message him on Twitter. I should do that. I'll do that. Like, hey, you're coming on for because he's cool. He
yeah.
responds to me.
No, but he was like, oh, I check
That's
I
good.
check email more than I check Twitter DMs. I think this is a fucking lie, but.
Mhm.
Well, why not do both?
We have Big Short, and then we have
With Chris Ferry of East Hampton Film Festival.
And Dumb Money.
and then Dumb Money.
With
Money
Eileen
is
Jones
dumb.
closing out the month.
Nice.
Money is dumb. It should be abolished. The fact that we started, whoever created currency, like why? Why did you do that? We could have just been trading berries and leaves for all we care.
Why did you do that to us?
Why?
Yeah.
Why did this microphone have to cost like $200? Like, come on, seriously.
3,000 berries would have been way more
That just sounds
reasonable.
like you're trying to- that just seems like you're trying to flex on the price of your microphone. Why did this watch have to cost
As much as your car.
Yeah, put it all back, right? Yeah. And then we got Little Fremen, right? We're doing Little Woman with our chief Greta Gerwig correspondent.
And
Lauren
Becky Rice.
Kushnot.
And the return of Becky Rice. That's gonna be a good one.
Awesome.
Very excited about that.
And then we're doing Inside Man with Bam and Dan from Power Report. So that's exciting.
Damn.
We are
I can't
finally
wait 'cause I love
that movie.
beating the racism allegations on this podcast.
Bam and Dan, Black Adam.
It's literally only them that have ever made the allegations, though.
I know, but I keep joking with them about it.
And whoever hears me make the Black Adam joke, of course.
Well, yeah, anyone who listens to this after party. No, I love how people like have all these ideas about the show that I've never listened or like watched it. Peace and love. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you.
got an email from Black Adam. He says, "Hey, why do you never have me on?" And I said, "Get out of here, Black Adam."
Cemetery Man, we're doing too with Renee and KT.
Yes.
Or what's the Italian? What's the
Il
Italian
Morte
name?
dell'Amore.
There we go. It's great movie. I love that one. That's
Yeah.
it.
Such a good fucking movie. It's so campy and delicious. Yeah, I can't wait. And Renee is a wonderful guest to have on that because I think we both have the same kind of hype and energy for it. It's great.
I love that movie. I just frankly forgot it existed.
I've never been able to find it, and it's based on a comic book. Like
Yes.
instead, I have to watch Steel.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Now Forrest won't watch it.
It's very loosely based on that comic book, and they're trying to,
But it's
to
a,
get that.
it's a
out.
European comic, which is not the same.
It's
thing
weird
as
as
an
hell,
American
and it's
comic.
awesome.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I am the comic artist. And I'm here for the movie cemetery, man.
I am
It's
here to put my
Italian.
perversion into these comics.
Do I,
It's Italian, guys. Get your Italian accent. It's way
do I make
more.
you horny? Do I make you?
It's to me. The comic
Yeah,
guy.
baby.
Oh my god, it's got Rupert Everett in it, and he
Mario.
has crazy blue eyes. I think I don't know. He probably does.
There you go.
Hmm. I'm
I
telling
just,
you.
it's you got to get some really, Christina. Rupert Everett is at his like most
I know.
delicious, most
Mhm.
like, oh my god, I wish he wasn't gay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll pretend he isn't.
Yeah.
I love all this blue eye representation. I'm feeling very hurt.
Yeah,
Very
no, that's
seen
what
right
that's
now.
all we
Thank
want
you.
in a movie. That's
Thank you.
all
Blue
people
eyes,
want,
scene. Thank you.
Apparently.
Yeah, in the show art,
Apparently.
by the way, I made sure everybody had blue eyes.
Yeah,
That's
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
you know,
I
it's
mean,
not even.
this show art right here. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they made a lot of these. If a lot of these actors were fucking Fremen, it wouldn't even be a whole. Nobody would care. They'd be because everybody has blue eyes. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm, that's true. They would want a dark-eyed person because that would be
Yeah.
exotic. It's like star-bellied sneeches.
It's exactly like it. Yes. Agreed.
They'd be like, "Oh, you have piercing blue eyes. So do the rest of us, buddy. We fucking abuse the fucking spice." So
Get in line, you motherfucker.
My
it's
watch
a
costs
madness
more than
tale.
your eyes.
Yep, back
My-
there you go.
my
Boom.
my
Got 'em.
spice costs more
I
than.
got big, crazy green eyes, so it's like, wow.
You know what color my eyes are? Fuck you. That's what color.
That's what color they are.
Wow, I didn't know. That is actually a color. That's actually a crown color, believe it or not.
Yeah,
Fuck you
fuck
is?
you. What
Really?
color is it?
I don't know. I just made that
Oh.
up.
Oh,
All right.
gullible.
Oh,
We
I-
both fell for it.
Our first,
Not
We're
again.
ready.
Got our asses.
our first prize tonight is gonna be a whole car full of spice. You know what I mean? Second prize, is
Set
fucking-
of steak knives.
It's one of those.
Still,
things
that hasn't
that-
changed. That's
No, our
Okay.
second
Very
prize.
useful.
Our second prize is just like a cup of water. So like you love you need water.
I think the
Right.
water's worth more.
that,
than
that would be
first.
like that'd be first prize on the
First prize is
Rackus.
water. Second prize is a Cadillac. You can't do shit.
Right,
with.
exactly. Good luck. Where you gonna drive it, bitch?
Fuck, here you
You're in
go.
the desert, motherfucker. You gonna die.
Speaking of which, the
That sounds
Furiosa
like-
movie is
Isn't Dave
coming out.
Chappelle doing that?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for this. Anna
Lovejoy.
Lovejoy.
According
Joy
to,
loves Anna.
According to Ben Shapiro's
Wait,
sister,
I'm sorry. What did you call her? Anna Lovejoy?
I don't know her
There's
name.
Jennifer
Joy.
Love Hewitt.
No. There's
Is
like
that who
three
you
other
love
words.
her?
Maybe it's Joy. Anna's in there.
It's
Anya.
Anna Taylor. Is it? Is it really? That's a
Anya.
pretentious.
Vulture?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya. Anya.
Which
Yeah,
you
Anya.
forget,
Anya.
she's
Red,
actually
White, and
Latina.
fuck you. Politically offensive crayons.
Oh,
What? Is Andy in a different show? What's happening?
It's Enya.
That's right.
He's a
They die in the desert now.
Sorry.
Okay,
This is the
so-
update.
So
What do
wait,
you-
fuck you is a color
Oh.
apparently, and,
Okay.
and he's found it for us. And also,
Thank
this
God.
woman's name is
Our
not
top research. When I say our
Taylor.
top researchers are on, I mean Andy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, we should do Last Night Soho.
This
I
box of
love
crayons
that
has
movie.
Good movie.
it
Yes,
has
very much
fake
so.
news fuchsia, illegal alien indigo. God.
What
Oh,
color is
First
fuck
World
you?
Medical bankruptcy gray.
All right,
Legal Alien Indigo Adam is my least favorite spinoff.
Oh my god.
So like, my
He's an alien. That's why.
like it's Magenta Adam. He's like, he's not doing so good.
There's a crayon in this box called Taxation is Theft. What the hell?
Is that
Chartreuse Adam is the newest superhero.
is that a libertarian crayon box?
Probably.
Apparently
Well, it's politically incorrect,
Age-
so it's like,
Age of Consent Cyan or something.
oh god.
Coming up next week, Wolf of Wall Street with Ben Dixon. Stay tuned. Monday Night Extravaganza
You
continues.
guys see your
There needs
girl.
to be there needs to be just like a berry gold water, and it's like a gold fucking crayon. That's what I would pitch to them.
Gold Adam.
Reagan Red.
Reagan, I'm feeling very Reagan red today. That's yeah.
That's it. That's okay. All
I was
right.
trying to think of something that I couldn't. So
I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening.
Well, hey guys, you know what Obama's favorite vegetable is?
Oh,
Broccoli.
Yeah. All right.
Dad jokes.
I thought Joe Biden was his favorite
Where
vegetable.
was that cricket that was stuck in your basement?
Dude, the cricket was the best.
I think it's dead by now.
That would have been perfect for just now.
No, I brought it upstairs. I caught it. I gave it a good bite. I think it got eaten by a spider. Though.
Oh, dude, your mod is booing you.
Yeah, I swear. But he does all the dad jokes. He does all the dad jokes, though.
All right, so So
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street, Ben Dixon next week. Big Short with Christopher East Hampton Film Festival. Are you on that one, KT? Or
No, I'm not. No, I'm
Okay.
not on that one.
Dumb Money with
birthday,
Eileen
right?
Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Little Women with Becky Rice and our chief Greta Gerwig correspondent Lauren. Cemetery Man with Renee and KT. Inside Man, all the men.
We're manning it up.
We're gonna do the
It's
movie Men
raining
after.
men.
It's raining men, exactly. With Dan and Bam after that.
It's
And,
raining, man.
Hallelujah.
That's the sound you make when a single raindrop hits your head and you're not expecting it. Hoo-ah! You're like, oh man.
Coming down out there.
Man, my community's mad at me for making that joke. What the hell?
Well, we did let you kind of dangle on that one, didn't we?
That woke you up, okay? I get it.
That was the one, huh? All right. Anyway, so all that stuff's coming up. We're like, halfway through? No, we're like 2 way through. I don't even fucking know what day it is. What day is it?
The 9th.
It's the 9th.
All right. So we're 2/5 of the way through of Monday Night Extravaganza.
Yeah.
Stick with it. Stick with it.
Get ready to see my Naomi cosplay.
I'm excited for that. I mean,
Yeah.
Everyone's always excited for that.
Who amongst us would not be?
that's the reason to get up in the morning.
Be like, who? I'm gonna be like, who? What are you, a fucking owl?
Guy who needs something to live for on stream.
Conan, your glass is clear. It's hilarious because against that green screen.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if I was drinking like St. Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day beer. Imagine that, or had a Shamrock Shake. Why would I have a Shamrock Shake? What the fuck is happening in this show? Are we done? We got to be done, right?
I think we're done. Yeah.
Yeah. Shamrock Shake is the end of the show.
That's it.
Just imagine he has a shake, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Our viewers just jumped down from fucking 18 to 17. So
Can you blame them?
It's about to drop down by 5.
It's libertarian crayon time. Let's go.
I was fine until they started disparaging libertarian crayons.
They're not gonna go
After that, I'm out.
Yeah.
I just thought 18 was too high.
Get the money.